Justin, can you give us sort of a comparison last Wednesday to today in terms of how you're feeling and where you're at and where the limitations are?
Yeah, I feel better than last Wednesday for sure. So just feeling better each and every day.
What is still not there for you that you're still trying to get?
I'm not sure. We'll figure out today at practice and figure out what I can and cannot do.
Are you proceeding through the week expecting to start on Sunday?
It just depends on what I can do in practice and stuff like that. So again, it's my first race day this week when I'm getting out on the field. So we'll see. No more after today.
What could you do last week?
Just basic stuff. So again, we'll see. I feel better than last week, so we'll see how I feel this week and after today's practice.
Hey Justin, how have your legs been from the cramping and from the tired legs from the previous week? Are they 100%?
Yeah, they're good.
They are. Okay.
Is there a checklist you want to go through before you determine, okay, I'm good enough to play, like, okay, I can hit enough without pain, I can make this throw without pain? Is there, like, certain benchmarks you want to hit?
I just want to make sure I can do everything that I need to do to play a game. So I'll know in practice.
Justin, what was
specifically, like, why you weren't able to play last week?
Just the overall thing. Y'all know that Coach said it was, based on him, based on the trainers, and based on myself. So just didn't feel feel comfortable with me playing last week.
What was the process like in New York, like pregame, as you were warming up a little bit? Did you have to go through a series of tests with trainers before you were cleared or not cleared?
Yeah, it was just basically, seeing how I felt, throwing the ball, throwing on the run and stuff like that. So it was really just seeing how I felt, throughout warm-ups and stuff like that.
Did you think you had a real chance to play last Sunday?
Yeah, but just didn't end up that way. Warm-ups just didn't feel comfortable. So yeah.
Justin, obviously, you're a competitor and you love to play, and that's the reason you're working to try and play. But how much in your mind do you think of, like, I want to make sure that I'm 100%, no questions asked, before I'm going back out there, so that I'm not risking anything in the future?
I mean, it's week 12 right now. So, I mean, there's a few people in this league that are quote-unquote 100%. So, I'm just going to go out there, and if I feel like I can, help my team win, help my team, score points and put points on the board, then I'm going to go out there and play. So, again, just see how practice goes today and see how I feel.
How difficult was it to see Darnell go down and be not done for the year?
Yeah, it was tough. Just the kind of guy he is, what he brings, to our offense, not only as a player but as a leader. But, I think he's in good spirits. This is, just another bump in the road that he's had in his life, and I expect him to make a full recovery and come back better. So he knows that we're behind him as a team, as a brotherhood, and we got his back.
What was it like on Sunday watching the game from the sideline? I know you had the earpiece in to hear the play calls. What was it like, and did you learn anything from watching Trevor play the position the way he plays? Obviously, you guys got a different skill set. Was there anything that you were able to pick up from him? Just what was that process like watching the game from that perspective?
Yeah, it was kind of like the beginning of last year, but I was just trying to help him as much as can with guys, just their defensive signals and stuff like that, how they're communicating. And, I saw a lot of good stuff from him. There was one play where he checked the ball to Darrington, and he got like a 30-yard gain. I think that was like one of my favorite plays of the game. So, just stuff like that I can learn from and kind of just boom, all out right now. But, I definitely learned a lot from him. Of course, he's been in the league for a good amount of time, and, when him and Nate, always, when they have advice, they always share it with me. So, it's great having those two guys in the room for sure.
You put your body on the line many times before for this team, for Ohio State. How difficult is it to understand the long game and understanding what you were saying before of not sacrificing yourself for the future?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that difficult. I have a lot of people, giving me good advice. The trainers, the coaches, people at home. So it's not that difficult seeing, what the, I guess. It makes my decision easier, whether looking at long-term stuff.
Similar to what Herb was talking about, just being on the sidelines, what was your leadership approach when you saw Darnell go down, Eddie go down, and kind of how the game was unfolding and how you felt like you needed to step up on the side?
Just keeping, those guys up. I think, basically, like with them, I know Eddie was down. Of course, he wanted to be out there with his teammates and, of course, help the team out. So I think it's not only me. I think it's just the whole team staying together. you know, just playing for each other, being out there for each other. So, you know, just being the best leader I can be, you know, for our team, and you know, just of course being there for those guys, you know, Eddie and Darnell, you know, off the field. So, yeah, but just, you know, being who I've been pretty much the whole year, and just, you know, leading the team, and, you know, try to talk to those guys as much as possible.
You mentioned the pass to Darrington. What about that was notable to you? What made that one of your favorite plays of the day?
You know, just how he got to him, you know, on time. Like, usually you don't get to that check down like on time like that, but just how fast he got to it was you know, very notable to me.
You can't replace the chemistry you have with Mooney. So what's the challenge when you do get back and you're able to practice in full of trying to find rapport with the rest of the receiving corps?
I don't think it's a challenge, actually. I think it's a opportunity. You know, I think I'm excited for to build that connection more with, you know, other receivers on the team. You know, so I think it's going to be fun. You know, finding out what different guys can do, because, you know, in our offense, we usually game plan on certain routes what Darnell could do, but it's going to be fun. You know, just figuring out what other guys can do out there, and just getting together with them.
When you hit the bye week, do you have a plan for yourself? Do you use that time as like a plan for yourself? Like, this is what I want to accomplish for myself, the final 4 games, just knowing that you'll have the extra time to potentially do that?
Do I do what?
Do you plan, like next week, when you have time to like look out over the final 4 weeks of the season, will you take that time to like come up with any sort of goals that you want to hit for yourself in the final 4 games, anything that you want to work on?
I mean, no, I'm not really looking at the 4 games as a whole. I just, you know, take it week by week. Like I said, I don't know when I said it, but I don't look towards the future. I just, you know, take it day by day. So, you know, we'll just be looking to play for the Eagles, looking to game plan for the Eagles, and, you know, just my main goal each and every day is just to get better, be better than I was yesterday. So, no, I don't have, you know, set out goals that I want to accomplish, but just to be better.
Justin, the fact that you have that bye week after this game, what role does that play in kind of the decision about whether you should play this week?
It doesn't at all. Again, like I said, I'm going to talk to the trainers and the coaches, and I mean, we don't know if we're going to make it to the bye week, so we don't even know if we're going to make it till tomorrow. So, like I say, like, we're going to see how practice goes today, and yeah, just see how I feel during practice.
Justin, even with all the huge success you've had running the football, do you want to throw the football more? Like, do you want to ultimately be a guy who throws more than runs?
I mean, yeah. I think, you know, all quarterbacks do. But, I mean, I'm willing to do whatever to help my team put points on the board, you know. So whatever that is, like I've always said, if it's throwing, it's throwing. If it's running, it's running. If we put points on the board, you know, points equals win. So, yeah.
Given your connection with Luke, how has your
Who?
with Getsy?
Okay.
How has your appreciation of Rodgers as a quarterback changed during the time that you've kind of been working with Luke to study an offense and just talking and seeing things that Aaron's done over time?
So how does my appreciation change of Rodgers?
Yeah, just what is your level of appreciation for him as a quarterback?
I think he's a great quarterback. He's one of the, you know, greatest quarterbacks to ever play his game. So, I mean, yeah, I really didn't understand the totality of the question.
Does working with Luke help you
See some more of the nuances and details of things that Aaron does that maybe you didn't see not working with somebody that was so close with him for so long?
Yeah, for sure. But again, I mean, you just got to look at the talent that, you know, he has as a quarterback. You know, not many people have that arm talent that he does. Able to get the ball out fast, able to just make the throws that he makes sometimes. So, but yeah, with the stuff as far as you know, footwork and timing and stuff like that, you can definitely see that, and I think that, you know, does improve a quarterback's game. But I mean, you can't take away the talent that, you know, Aaron has just because, of course, he had a good quarterback coach. He's, you know, like I said, one of the most talented quarterbacks to ever play this game. So, you know, of course, Luke made him better, but I mean, he's of course talented for sure.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.